So first, let me acknowledge that I understand big tents are kind of annoying. They're harder to put up. You need more people. You need a bigger warehouse. You need a bigger truck, and you definitely need a bigger warehouse because you're going to need more stuff to put under them.
So real quick, to me, big tents are 40 wides and above. 40 by 40, 60, 80, 100, 60 by whatever, 80 by whatever. I don't go 60 wide, I only go 40 wide. So to me, those are big tents. A 30 wide, like a 30 by 30, 40, 45, 60 is what I consider medium, but you can also consider them big. If you're only doing 20 by 20s and 30s and 40s, a 30 by 60 is definitely big. That's gonna open up more days of the week for you to work. So big is relative to who you're talking to, but for this conversation, just think of, 30 by 40, 60, 40 by 80, 40 by 100, and up. Those are big tents, depending on who you are.
So here's the reason why to get them. Number one, they do go out for more. So you're gonna be making more money.
Yeah, I mean, that one's pretty simple. They go out for more money, so you make more money when just the tent goes out. Yes, it's more expensive to buy, but you're making more money each time it goes out. So after about 11 rentals, it's paid for itself. And instead of making $200, $300, $400 on this tent that has gone out, now you're making $2,000, $1,500, $3,000, whatever it is. Pricing is based on your market. Some prices are better than others in certain areas, but you're making a whole lot more money off of these things.
Number two, more stuff goes under them, so you're gonna be making more money.
This is the one that I think is a little more impactful, a little more important. You are putting more stuff under this tent because obviously there's more room and the events are kind of larger. Once you get these big tents, you can do big weddings. And one of the things that you don't really put under smaller tents is a lot of dance floor. Now, dance floor is expensive to buy, but it's also expensive to rent. And you can make $1,000, $2,000 on the dance floor in one of these big tents. Not to mention way more tables, way more chairs, lighting. You got more sides going up. You might have a bar or build some custom bars. Just more stuff is going under this tent. So it's not just the tent making you money, all this extra stuff.
Number three, it opens you up to bigger things. You'll start getting phone calls from corporate events, from school events, and you can have your big tent, you can have a medium-sized tent, you can do a bunch of stuff, you can have fancier things.
These larger tents now allow you to do corporate events and a company's big parking lot, or very, very large weddings or festivals even. It just opens up larger opportunities if you have them. Real quick before we get on to the next point, message from our sponsor, Recipe, R-E-C-I-P-I. Recipe has helped launch over 60 new rental companies. They do the stuff that a lot of us are not good at. They provide professional websites with built-in SEO, marketing services like Google Ads management, and they give advice and guidance along the way so you don't make all the same stupid mistakes that a lot of us have made. Jim from Recipe actually owns a party rental company, so he knows what he's actually talking about when he's trying to market our stuff. The local guy down the road from you does not know the difference between a 20 by 30 party tent and a camping tent. He does not know the difference between a metal folding chair, which sucks to carry around, and a Chiavari chair. The guy down the road is just applying normal, everyday things to you. But Jim and the Recipe team, they actually know what we're doing, so then they can actually help us out more. So think about it like you're paying a small fee for marketing, but you're also getting a team that can advise you in other aspects of your business. If you've been watching my channel, you know that I say I hire for things that I'm not good at. I'm not good at building websites. I'm not good at SEO. I'm good at actually putting tents up. I'm good at dealing with customers. That's what I'm gonna focus on. I'm not gonna waste my time doing all the other stuff. So if you're like me, check out recipe.com, have a conversation, and see what they can do for you.
Number four, once you start doing the big tents, you're doing bigger events that have more of a budget, and they're gonna want fancier things.
Now with this fancier equipment, you're doing the same amount of work, but it's going out for 4 or 5 times more than just basic equipment. So your basic white chair might be going out for $2 or $3, but a white Chiavari chair may be going out for $8. In my instance, $12. So you're making a lot more money on the same amount of work. You're not unloading any more chairs. Well, maybe there might be a little bit of more work because, basic chairs come in stacks of 50, so you can unload 50 real easy. But Chiavari's got a stack, so it's gonna take more trips. But it's not like a crazy amount more work. You're gonna have nicer things eventually to put under these big tents, and you might be there maybe half hour to an hour later, but you're making 5, 6, 7, 10, 15 times more on these rentals with not much more added work. So to me, it's a win.
And lastly, I feel if you want to take this business full time, there's only so far you can go with small tents.
Owning big tents is the reason why I was able to take this full time. 20 wides and even some of your 30 by 30s or 30 by 40s doesn't really get you to full time. 40 wides, you talk to any company that has them, 40 wides and above, they're usually going up on Wednesday. Sometimes, 60 wides or 80 wides are going up on Tuesday. This allows you to fill your entire week because you do have employees, you do have something that you owe to them. You want to get them close to 40 hours, if not overtime. Overtime sucks, but you want to do right by them. They're working for you. They actually want to make money. So it kind of sucks, if you only work Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, no Wednesday, or maybe you only work Thursday, Friday because pickups are fast. Then you pick up on Monday and Tuesday, Wednesday, you have nothing. These employees want to work and you want more money too, and you want to make this a full-time job. So to me, big tents, 40 wide and up, that's what I consider big. You can start with 30 wides, you get a bunch of those. That's gonna fill up your time as well. So to me, having these larger tents allows you to quit your job and go full-time and actually support employee paychecks.
Another one, I forget which number I'm on, but you can do one big tent during the day and make way more money than going to 10 different places, driving all around the place.
This is actually one of my favorite reasons for big tents. When I first started, I only had 20 wide tents. And you could do 10 tents in the day and make quite a bit of money, but you're driving around like crazy. A lot of expense in fuel, a lot of expense in employee driving time. But you could do one job, say a 40 by 100, dance floor, tables, chairs, lighting, custom bar, cocktail tables, things like that. You could do that one job and make the same as those 10 other jobs and not be driving all over the place. Get done at 3 o'clock instead of 6 o'clock. You're spending less money on gas, less money on time and employees. So that's my favorite thing about them is you just go to one place and spend the day there and then come back and make the same amount of money. So that's big tents. They may seem scary. Oh my God, it's a lot of money. You can finance it or you can save up for it, but you're gonna benefit with all those things that I mentioned. They're gonna go out for more. More stuff goes under. Opens up bigger opportunities. You can get more expensive, fancier rental items to go under. It'll allow you to go full time and you can be on one job and make the same amount of money as you would at 10 jobs. To me, yes, they're scary. I was scared, but once you start doing them, they're not that hard. They're pretty easy. It just takes a little longer. So I highly recommend considering thinking about getting bigger tents. And if you want to get my opinion on which brands are like the best for the larger tents, leave a comment down there where you're located and I'll tell you what brand is best kind of near you so you can save on shipping. Thanks for watching.